What's up, everybody? Anyextee here, coming to you today from Aswan. I'm here at the Nubian Museum in Aswan. Let me just turn the camera around so you can see what I'm looking at. Thanks for joining us. And so soon we'll go inside the Nubian Museum, but I just wanted to go live real quick to show you this. Actually, look over here. Just noticing these quarry marks. We're not too far from the Aswan quarry. This is the cow stone, which came from the Western Desert, Nabta, Playa. You have a cow-like crude structure made of sandstone. It was found in a pit underneath a stela, and it dates back about 4,500 BC. So they call it the cow stone, obviously because of the shape. Then you have these stones here. But the main reason we're here today is for the Nabta Playa stones. This is absolutely amazing to be in the presence of these. I'm standing up on the wall here so you can get a better view. Hello, Steve Hall. And so these are the Nabta Playa stones, the world's first astronomical site. Was built in Africa, and it is older than Stonehenge. This 7,000-year-old stone circle tracked the summer solstice and the arrival of the annual monsoon season. It's also the oldest known astronomical site on Earth. Thank you for joining us, everybody. Bob, thanks for joining us again today on the second live. So yeah, here we are at the Nubian Museum in Aswan. I'm about to go into the museum in just a moment, and I just wanted to stop over here to look at the Nabta Playa stones. How many of you are familiar with the Nabta Playa stones? Let me know in the comments down below. The interesting thing is, these were originally, they were taken from the Western Desert. So the question is, you know, is it okay to take these artifacts from the Western Desert out of situ and bring them here? Let us know what you think in the comments down below. Should they have left the Nabta Playa stones alone in the Western Desert, where they could potentially be damaged? You have to consider that by bringing them to the museum, they should be safer, they should be preserved. And we are in a safeguarded area, by the way. It's not like there's a stone wall here, but you have to go through security and purchase a ticket, and there's cameras everywhere. So the Nabta Playa stones should be safe here in Aswan. The problem is, again, it's not the intention of the original builders. Knowing that they have astronomical, significance, and that they mark the alignments, I would assume that they're set up in a similar way. They've probably been reconstructed. But still, should they have moved them from the original location, perhaps decommissioning some of that original magic to bring them here? I'm kind of torn between the two, because I think you should just sort of leave these things alone, leave them where they were placed. We may not fully understand the property and energetic, unseen properties of the stones and how they're interacting. Maybe we're just starting to understand some of this stuff today. We do know a lot through geology and so forth, but as our technology and science increases, we can learn more and perhaps discover lost technology or lost sacred science of the ancient Egyptians. But on the other hand, like I said, they're actually much safer here in the museum. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. How is it determined that those stones are the oldest astronomical? Good question. I don't know. I know that they're supposed to be the oldest. I'd have to investigate that more. I'm not exactly certain. Preservation is key above all else, says Harf. I agree, to an extent. On the other hand, we could say that the obelisk. So in front of the Temple of Luxor, you had two obelisks. One was removed and taken to the Palace de la Concorde in France, where it's safe and it's being preserved. Should it be over there in France, or should it be where it belongs in Egypt with its complementary partner in front of the pylons at the Luxor temple? There's a lot that we may not know about the obelisks. When what was his name? Not Albert bin Shah. Ashurbanipal. When Ashurbanipal came to Egypt, the Persians, during the Persian conquest, they did much damage. In fact, Ashurbanipal brags about this. He has a complete diary, how he tore down and knocked down Egyptian monuments and brought obelisks back. So when he came to Egypt, he noted in his diary how from a distance it looked like there was lightning or electrical charge emitted between the two obelisks. Were they functioning? We don't know. We do know that the obelisks originally were electrum, some of them were electrum plated at the top. Hatshepsut informs us of this because her obelisk at Karnak, if you read the hieroglyphic inscription on the base, on the obelisk itself, and the plinth, it tells us that they were plated with electrum, which is part gold and part silver, highly conductive. You know, there may have been something there, something more that we don't fully understand. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'm actually going to go inside the museum now. I'm going to take this down because I want to shoot some video. Oh, look at this. We can see quarry marks. You see those little niches in the stone there? Those little chips? That's the way that the ancients, well, even today, people are still splitting stone like this. So you would get a wooden wedge. So you would cut in the holes first. And then you'd put a wooden wedge in there soaked with water, and they would hammer those in. And then because they were soaked with water, the wood would eventually expand, cracking the rock in an even line. This is how the ancients cracked the stone apart. And we're in Aswan, where a lot of the granite for ancient Egypt came from. Some came out of the Aswan quarry. Much came out of the island of Sahel, which I was at yesterday or the day before. It's kind of all a blur now because I've been seeing so much. I will be doing a full video on the other quarry, not just the Aswan quarry, but the less frequented, less visited Sahel Island quarry, which is absolutely amazing. We found lots of quarry marks from the ancient Egyptians and hieroglyphs everywhere on the stones. All the stories left behind by the ancients, spanning from the middle, was there even Old Kingdom? I know at least Middle Kingdom, New Kingdom, and even, you know, up into the Greek Ptolemaic period. The Romans have been through those quarries, and so they all left their marks, and there's so many hieroglyphic inscriptions and depictions on the stone. It's almost like if you were to visit the petroglyph sites in America. There's many petroglyph sites. That's what I sort of had the same feeling. There are just so many hieroglyphs everywhere and so many, you know, quarry marks. Very interesting to see how they cut the stone. Some pieces still left in situ. It's where they have the famine stela, or the starvation stone. I posted a picture of this on my Facebook page. If you use Facebook, you can find me at facebook.com/Anyextee. That's ANYEXTEE. And I posted a picture there the other day. I will be doing a video on that, as well as the Aswan quarry, a detailed video. But I just wanted to show these to you. It looks like somebody just sent me some money, and I can't see who it is because it ran off the screen too quick. I'll come back and say thank you later, but thank you so much. I genuinely appreciate that. It does mean a lot to me, more than you know. You know, I do this mostly because I'm passionate about it. It's much, much deeper than the money, but I do have a family to feed. And let's just say that ancient mysteries researchers like myself, you know, we're not exactly getting rich over here. So I do appreciate every little bit. It counts. Thank you so much. It's amazing. Thank you. So yep, you're looking at the Nabta Playa stones. Again, they were moved from the Western Desert to this location where they are safe now here at the Nubian Museum. But I don't know how I feel about moving them. I like the idea that they're being preserved, but on the other hand, you know, who knows? Who knows what the true intent was, and if there was something more behind these stones, energetically, even perhaps esoterically. Again, here's the cow stone, and we're now gonna head over inside the Nubian Museum. All right, everybody, I just wanted to jump on and show you this real quick. Watch this space because I will be popping up with more live videos. Make sure that you click the bell icon to get the notifications. You can also join my email list at adeptexpeditions.com. Peace out, everyone.